Cocaine in the White House. What do you think, Justin?
Who's do I think it is?
It's amazing how they can't figure it out. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
I know if they came to my house and they found cocaine in my house, they know exactly.
do you know who
they start the investigation by kicking me in my fucking face.
Yeah. Do you know how who I don't envy is the White House press secretary, the girl, what's her name? Karine Jean-Pierre.
The Fusili hair.
Yeah. Did you see what she was trying so hard not to fucking say. I wanted her to snap and just go, who the fuck do you think it was?
But she won't, because they must tell these people,
oh yeah,
your job, you gotta fucking, you gotta act accordingly.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this woman, she comes on TV and she's like, whoa, yeah, whoa.
And she don't care,
whose coke was it?
Yeah,
as they already know.
Yeah. One reporter should have said that. Come on, Karine. We already know. Come on, we already know who it is.
Really?
Why don't you let's just let it out.
Like that.
Get it off your chest, Karine. It'll make you feel better.
Yeah, that you should. And then you know what? Everyone would have more respect for this White House.
And then she would walk away. Fuck this. I can't do this fucking job anymore.
Yeah. Lesbian or not lesbian.
I'm fucking out of here. I can't deal with this shit. Unfucking believable, man. You know, it's so in your face, corrupt bullshit, lies. Like, so it's getting to the point where it's like pathetic.
Yeah. It's like it writes itself.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I think so. It was just unbelievable. But anyway, you sent me this one. I thought this one was pretty good. You sent me this one, I don't know, last week or whatever. Caught on video, trans woman with erect penis allegedly photographs women in women's restroom. First of all, oof. I mean, that is not much of a looker.
Yeah, he's definitely not a fucking shower.
In an incident that incites repulsion and demands urgent action, a video recently surfaced from Burlington, Massachusetts, showing a trans woman with an erect penis waiting to use a cubicle in a woman's restroom. All right. When are people going to stand up and go, enough is enough? Really?
Apparently it's not. I don't know.
When are people going to be like, look, it's just, it's unbelievable. Because clearly these are just perverts. Clearly.
No, well, at this point, yeah, it is.
They're just perverts, because it's always men that want to be women.
Yeah, it's never a woman who wants to be a man who has wet pussy.
Right. Yeah. You never see a woman who becomes a man and then runs into a man's bathroom and starts fucking playing with herself.
I'm squirting everywhere.
Yeah, you never. It's like the fountains at the Bellagio.
Yeah. It's not never, because nobody fucking cares. Everyone's like, oh, you gotta treat them equally.
Yeah, let me tell you when it's gonna.
Why? Like, what do you mean equally? Like, treat them like a man, like a woman, like, because all the women I know, and I hope to God, if I was married and my wife walked into a bathroom and she came out and said, listen, this guy with a fucking hard on.
Yeah.
In a dress in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Guess who's going to be in the news? Me, not him.
Yeah, right. And they're going to leave that whole part out that he had an erection taking pictures of your wife. That part's going to be completely left out till about a month later, and then you'll be on like Charlie Kirk telling the real story.
Listen, Charlie, you're a dork also, but
let me tell you what really happened. Oh shit! Speaking of which, did you see the Miss Netherlands?
You saw that guy?
Oh God, I haven't. I mean,
I understand. I get it. If you're hot and you're a male and you become feminine and you have all this makeup on, if you look good, all right, I could get that.
Yeah.
This fucking clown.
Look,
Oh my God, bro. He looked like the junkie on 13th Avenue.
yeah, yeah.
Like, what are you doing with those teeth?
The worst part was all the girls, all the contestants in the back cheering her on when they were
Him.
right, him. Sorry, and
You
the
should have.
the number 2 girl was an
Oh my
absolute
God.
knockout. I
She
mean,
was
it
like,
was flawless. It was unbelievable.
I'd shoot my mom in the fucking face for that, you know?
But that's the problem. The people that are like, yay, clapping along, acceptance.
They have to. Because if they don't do it, they get canceled.
Fuck them.
They lose yeah.
People are gonna have to start standing up. Well, what's her name? There's a girl from the what was it, the swim team that guy was on, and she's standing up and saying, this ain't right. Yeah, even Roseanne Barr, who I'm not a big fan of, was on Piers Morgan saying how ridiculous it was.
Yeah, it's fucking
Piers Morgan said, Roseanne, what is a woman? And she goes, a woman, she goes, a woman is me, who gave birth to 3 kids who are completely entitled and good for nothing. And my boobs are down to my belly and my uterus is completely stretched out. She's just, it's just
going on about what a woman is. Like, that's what a woman is. Like,
that is what a woman is. It's, you know, it's just it gets at the point where it's fucking ridiculous, man. It really is. It's
like stupid at this point. It's like, okay,
it really is. But the thing is, it gets worse and worse. So to stay on that topic, that this never came out in the mainstream news. 4 kids found at a drag party with dead trans women, drugs, and sex toys. And these kids were like being held captive in like the back room or something like that.
That's in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, I believe it was Philadelphia. Let me see. But it's just in a hoarder home. Oh, so these people are twisted, you know. Emergency services found the unidentified woman's body after an unconscious person report was made at 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. They reportedly found 6 adults who appeared to be men dressed as women inside, who were uncooperative and denied having children at home. The children were found jammed together in a cramped room, surrounded by filth and a stench permeating the air, hidden by an adult man reportedly wearing a wig. I mean, come on, man. When is enough enough? You now you're gonna let this go. You're gonna let
that slide. Like, yeah.
These people have problems. And accepting the problem pretending that it's compassion and acceptance is bullshit. It's ridiculous. Just to keep going with this nonsense, right? Because, you know, transgender, it is a trans woman, obviously. Once again, former state rep arrested for child sex crimes, has a history of arrests. Transgender former New Hampshire Congressman Stacey Lawton, who used to be like some Harry Lawton or whatever, had a long criminal record before being arrested on child molestation charges. Lawton was arrested in June on suspicion of distributing pornographic content depicting children. Lawton had provided. WPDE reported that he was in custody of the state legislature from 2020 to 22 before his arrest. Lawton resigned before taking office in 2012, House of Representatives elections after his criminal past surfaced. In 2008, he was sentenced to 4 months. Himself, a man's named Barry Charles Jr., conspiracy to commit credit card fraud due to Lawton's name change while running for state House of Representatives. His criminal record was not revealed until after the election. Fucking believable, man.
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and say Republicans are any better, because nobody's perfect. Nobody has. So it doesn't look the right thing. But it's the acceptance from the left.
Yeah.
Which is fucking strange.
Yeah. It's
like,
just,
why would you accept like this? This is like that. You can't, like, really?
I just, so now women aren't protected anymore. Guys could go into the men's room and be perverts, right? Children aren't protected anymore. They could have drag queen story time and apparently become abducted and stuck into someone's room. And we have to accept that. We have to accept these.
Well, you saw the movie, the was it
Price of Freedom? Price of Freedom
with Jim Caviezel.
I did not see it.
I didn't see it either, but I saw the coming attractions. I saw, I saw all that stuff. And that's like that should be a wake up call. Like
really should.
And then all these liberal outlets.
Yeah, like, Rolling Stone.
Not that bad. Like
the Rolling Stone,
Rolling Stone, CNN. A year, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, exactly.
And then nobody cares. And then everyone's like, yeah, well, you know what?
Rolling Stone and CNN basically saying that it was pushing a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, for dads who are brainwashed.
That's right. Dads are brain. I mean, what kind of evil are you? When do you, if you're the reporter, that reporter on CNN, when do you say to yourself, I can't do this anymore, because now I'm literally protecting.
You're aiding and abetting.
Yeah. Abuse and abduction and sex trafficking of children. I mean, when do you say to yourself, when do you walk away, and when does your principles become more than a paycheck? I mean, seriously. And if that woman on CNN, if she did just walk away and say, I can't do this anymore, she would be a martyr. People would adore her, and she would be able to probably make more money in the long run, getting her own podcast, telling the truth, being on interviews, going around and saying it like it is. But no, these people literally sell their souls to the devil, and it's becoming more and more disgusting. You got to draw the line. Look, you got to draw the line somewhere. As far as I'm concerned, children should be the line across the board.
Yeah, shouldn't be
the board. This shouldn't be a conversation of a debate. Shouldn't have be a debate.
Is that actually happening, or is it?
Yeah, right.
It should be like, well, hold on, this is a conversation we all have.
Yeah, in the movie, apparently there was real footage. It's actual footage. But it's ridiculous, man. All right.
Yeah, I don't know if I can watch it though, because
me neither. Because I was watching Valuetainment and they described the first scene, and the first scene alone, I was like, "Holy shit!" The first scene is somebody convinces a father. They're in a third world country, and somebody convinces this father that your kids could be models and actors and actresses and whatnot, right? Yeah. And convinces him to bring them to what he thinks is an audition. So the dad gets this is the opening scene. The dad gets all dressed up in a suit, brings the kids to the spot where the guy told him for an audition. The guy greets him and says, all right, come pick up the kids at such and such time. And the guy's like, what? He goes, oh, well, we're going to audition and you could come pick them up at such and such time. So the guy agrees, comes back at such and such time, gone, vanished.
Yeah, I don't know if I can fucking watch that, because it's vanished. I mean, as much as the awareness I want to, I think everyone should get out there.
Right.
But it's just like a kid, really? Like, really?
It's just children. Listen, women and children need to be protected. End of story.
Absolutely.
Okay. Period. End of story. I don't want to hear this female nonsense where, women are equal to men and sports and it's crap. Okay. Because, now you're having these trans women coming into the bed. There's literally a video of a trans woman in a woman's bathroom filming herself masturbating while the girls are going in and out of the bathroom. Yeah. Give me a break, man. All right, let's move on to a lighter topic.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Yeah, really. All right, this one was good. Apparently there was a woman, she was a tourist in Hawaii, and she was following her GPS, and she drove right into the ocean.
You might want to fucking upgrade that TomTom.
And they have video footage. The guy's just like, she just went right into the water. That was it.
It was a shortcut.
She swam to safety and was not hurt in the incident. It was on May 29th.
Thank God.
She told Hawaii police she was following the GPS directions at the time and mistook the ocean for a puddle in the road.
Yeah. What the fuck? Have you ever seen the ocean in Hawaii? There's no way there's a fucking accident.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
No, she told that to the insurance company.
Yeah.
She's like, no, listen, what happened? What happened was.
I mean, want to know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. What happened was. Yeah, exactly.
I had about 14 too many Coors Lights.
Yeah. And I'm on vacation in Hawaii, and I've been.
Yeah. It wasn't Hawaiian. What was it?
No, it was in Hawaii. Say again?
Did it have a picture?
Yeah, it was in Hawaii. It was
No, it was a Hawaiian woman, or was it?
No, she was white. She was American. She was a tourist.
Yeah.
She was coming there. She was there on vacation.
She would drink so many Mai Tais.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Unbelievable, man. God. All right. Where were the other ones? All right. Here's another one. Here's something that nobody's talking about either. Ever since we were kids and before that, I would basically say, I don't know, since the country was at birth, the major wealth was always in the big cities, New York, Chicago, Boston, and apparently that's not the case anymore. Apparently, so many businesses and people have moved out of those big cities because of crazy politics and taxes that now the wealth is in the South. A $100 billion wealth migration tilts U.S. economy center of gravity to the South. Some 2.2 million people moved to the Southeast in just over 2 years. That's roughly the population of Houston. Welcome to the New South. Electric vehicle factories, battery plants. What else? The entire South from here north to Kentucky and west of Texas is where business is moving to. Jobs are being created and homes are being bought. The uplift isn't happening equally everywhere or equally for everyone, but the implications for the entire country are enormous.
You know what, right?
You see, I just don't understand it. When are the politicians going to realize that, these politicians on the left that make these crazy laws and the taxes are way too high and people are leaving, businesses are leaving, they're losing revenue. When are they going to say, we better make a turnaround here?
Well, they're leaving because they're racist, obviously.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Not that, not that you can't have gas stoves in New York City. That has nothing to do with it, right?
Oh, they're not even fucking. You can't have pizza. You can't have wood burning pizzas.
Yeah, right. So you expect people to just go, oh, okay, they're gonna leave, and major businesses are gonna leave.
Yeah, they're gonna say, "Fuck you."
Yeah, New Jersey, New York. Like I said, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't quote me on this. You have to Google it, but I'm pretty sure that who's the Spanish lady, the politician in New York? Yeah. AOC. I'm pretty sure that she tried to sue Amazon.
She did. Open up a shop in Long Island City.
Okay, there you go. Right.
She's stupid.
Could you imagine? And opinionated upon opinionated upon opinionated.
There's no end. It's like, what are you talking about?
Could you imagine having to be that person's husband? That girl's. Oh my God.
That guy, he's at home watching our podcast. What the fuck is this bitch talking about now?
Contemplating schmooperschmeid.
Yeah. I should have asked Smushing.
Yeah, unbelievable.
She's nuts.
Here we go. Ocasio-Cortez mocked on Twitter for bragging about killing thousands of Amazon jobs. Proud of her efforts that resulted in the potential loss of tens of thousands of jobs, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez recently bragged about dissuading Amazon from building another headquarters in New York City. She also slammed the naysayers who she claimed never apologized for criticizing her over it. Critics came back to knock the squad member on social media for the post, claiming she doesn't deserve an apology. She should resign. News Friday, Amazon would be pausing construction on the second headquarters in Northern Virginia amidst the company's current job cuts. Man, but why would you want to?
Where'd they go? To red state.
Yeah. Why would you? But what is the purpose of stopping them from building and creating jobs?
They were getting a tax break, and Cuomo was like, "No, that's how you create jobs. you give these big operations a tax break.
Yeah, that's exactly what Giuliani did. That's how we got all the major.
You don't fucking think that way.
No, apparently.
So
not.
now, the crazy thing is, she took a victory lap.
Yeah, right.
Like, what I did, I stopped that fucking.
This was 2018, apparently.
Yeah, and plus also Trump's gonna get the credit for it, and but meanwhile, Cuomo, who was a Democrat, he was like, "Yeah, no, we're gonna do this." But she fucking gave him a hard time. She's pointing bitch, that the bitch that she is.
Yeah.
A hot bitch, but whatever.
Yeah. It says here the pressure AOC and her colleagues put on the company at the time, which involved them politically targeting the $2.5 billion incentives it would have received if it was built in the city, prompted Amazon to abandon the project early in 2019.
Yeah, fucking what's his face? It was like, fuck this bitch.
Wow.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, Bezos.
Where they go, Indiana?
So that's oh God in heaven, I swear to God, it's just unbelievable. These people,
I think they're helping everybody, because you know what that would have brought in? That would have brought in all the construction jobs.
Absolutely,
it would have been the mom and pop shops, wherever go, all the apprentices go get coffee.
Right.
Want that money?
That's right. You're 100% right.
It would have brought in money for the local businesses.
Yeah.
I gotta buy a pack of cigarettes. I gotta get, 6-pack of beer.
That's right. After work, 100%. That's exactly how.
Fucking
the supply houses, contractors. This city would have made money. I mean, it's just pathetic. And you would have
at that point. You gotta look at it as if it's all donors. Like, who's donating them? Like, who would want?
Yes, yeah.
That to fail.
There's a puppeteer back there somewhere.
There's someone back there.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
On, it was they started finding Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan gave it was like 9.5% of his personal money to his campaign.
Yeah,
and then they did George Bush, which they got rich because they corrupt as shit too. And
it was the most was Ross Perot. 95% of his campaign.
Ross Perot was
95% came from his pocket. Donald Trump 72% came from his pocket. Biden and Hillary 0 came from their pockets. A big donut. For people who can't connect the dots, if you have major donors donating millions upon millions upon millions for somebody to get elected like Hillary or Biden, do you think they're giving that money to you for no reason? Or do you think they want favors in return? That's exactly why they give them the money, because they want favors in return. They want laws to be tilted their way. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'll give you a quick example. A pharmaceutical company, let's say Pfizer, comes out with a new drug, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why the drug stays so expensive for so long is because there is a law that says that any pharmaceutical company can patent that drug up until 20 years, which does not leave room for competition for the other pharmaceutical companies. So they could charge whatever they want. And then once the patent wears off, and then other companies can actually compete, then the price drops dramatically. But it's 20 years later.
Yeah.
And so that's just one example of the political agenda, the political corruption that goes on. If Biden's son wasn't Biden's son, he would probably be
he'd be like 3 to 5 right about now.
Yeah, but he would probably be like a kind of guy we'd hang out with, because he looks like he has a lot. A lot of hookers and a lot of drugs and gambling.
Imagine being Biden's kid. Imagine being Hunter's fucking security detail.
Oh God!
Like, what do we stop? And why?
Yeah, this overgrown child. Oh, and he has a illegitimate daughter that he won't claim too.
They won't claim her.
Yeah, won't claim. No. Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah.
we care about the kids, except for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, except for that one. At least pay the poor woman fucking child support. Jesus Christ. You want to hear how ridiculous California is getting?
I do, yeah.
California bill would change any parent who doesn't affirm transgender with child abuse. Charge, rather. A California bill would charge any parent who doesn't affirm transgender as child abuse. A recent amendment, California bill, would add affirming the sexual transition of a child to the state standard for parental responsibility and child welfare, making any parent who doesn't affirm transgenderism for their child guilty of abuse under California state law.
Wow, really?
Wow.
So if my kid comes home and says, listen, dad, daughter now. I gotta fucking play along with that shit.
Yeah. And just to make matters worse,
he's governor of fucking Jersey.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
He's suing
three school districts,
fucking counties.
3 school districts.
Not along with that.
Yeah, he's suing 3 school districts because those school districts told the parents of the children when there were signs of actual change in their gender. When they were.
This is your guy.
You're not
my guy. Not your guy either. But
you mean to tell me that you wouldn't tell? Again, when are people going to stand up and say, I don't care if you sue. The parents got to know. Okay, period. Yeah, if enough people stand up and fight, then the politicians lose. But everybody's so afraid. And that's going
to a Muslim fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, well, no, if you're Muslim,
put up that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they're not gonna put up with that shit. They're gonna fucking say, "Fuck you." Who the fuck are you?
Right. And stay out of my.
White liberals. Oh, you're right. You're right. You know what? You're right.
It's just pathetic.
Oh God,
All right, Ezra Miller, the star of Flash, which I did not see.
I didn't see it.
Apparently is getting mental health treatment. Here's another thing that I don't understand.
Mental health treatment for what?
Well, we're gonna break it down. Actually, here's another thing I don't understand: how Hollywood continues to use somebody who is just a terrible human being. Okay. Vermont State Police had charged Miller with felony burglary of an unoccupied dwelling in the latest incident. Miller, who lives in Vermont, is perhaps best known as the Flash. Blah, blah, blah. In March 2022, Miller was arrested in Hilo, Hawaii, and charged with disorderly conduct and harassment after an incident at a karaoke bar where Miller allegedly got agitated at a couple for singing Lady Gaga. 1 month later, Miller was arrested again for allegedly throwing a chair at a woman, injuring her forehead. In June, 2 parents obtained a protective order against Miller for allegedly physically and emotionally abusing their 18-year-old daughter. Later that month, the Daily Beast spoke anonymously with a 12-year-old and their mother, who had another protection order against signed by a judge. The family, as well as a neighbor, alleged that Miller came to the family's home in Greenfield, Massachusetts, and began yelling at them about cultural appropriation. Miller then returned to the family's house multiple times and allegedly made the child uncomfortable by hugging them closely. Jesus Christ, it doesn't stop, man. A mother then spoke to Rolling Stone about living with Miller in Vermont with her 3 kids, saying Miller helped her escape a violent and abusive ex. Miller has been playing, I'm really convinced that Hollywood is just pure evil at this point.
It is. Miller's the bad guy, obviously.
And not for nothing, like, you can't find somebody else to play the role Flash. In a second, you can find anybody. That is not a difficult role.
Me, I'm listening.
Look, I'm Flash. Look how fast I can drink this beer. Oh,
I'm fast. I can fucking bust his nut.
Yeah, pow.
Or find something faster.
To end on a fun note, last article I have. His mom, apparently she recently gave birth, and she went to a dance festival, and she squirted breast milk all over the crowd.
What? Why?
The wild moment: a partying mom sprays breast milk over a crowd of ravers at a dance festival has been caught on camera. Outrageous video has captured the moment a raver sprays her breast milk over a dance festival crowd. A blonde woman was filmed dancing at an EDM rave event held in, guess what state?
California.
There you go.
Woo! Yeah, right.
Dressed in a skimpy black leotard, black hat, sunglasses, red shoes. She began fiddling with her outfit, threw a few moves on the dance floor, but nobody realized what was coming.
It was a nipple milk.
In an unexpected move, she unveiled her right boob and began shooting breast milk into the crowd.
How do you shoot it? That's what I want to know.
Apparently, like this.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, Lord have mercy.